You're just off the mountains there. I think you're closer to the coastline, and clearly the road behind you is blocked off. I would imagine either in preparation for what's going to happen, or maybe have there already been some landslides and mudslides in that area?
Hey, good morning, Nick. As of right now, we haven't gotten any indication or reports of those landslides, any of that flash flooding yet. But this road behind me, this is Topanga Boulevard that we're looking at right now. Topanga Canyon Boulevard, I should say. This is the road that's been closed since yesterday. So this is a precursor prevention mechanism in order to keep people off of this road for the next couple of hours, because the event is just getting started. We're expecting those rain rates to really start to pick up within the next few hours. I mean, already we're seeing some of that lighter rain impacting us here this morning. I'd say in the next hour or two, rain rates are really going to start to pick up. Now, I want to touch back into what we saw just yesterday, because that was kind of the precursor to what's going to be going on. And already in Santa Barbara, setting a new record for daily rainfall totals there. That old record was set back in 1953. Now over 2 inches of rain fell just yesterday in Santa Barbara. Here near Malibu, we saw tons of rain in the LA area. Usually throughout the entirety of November, we see around maybe 3/4 of an inch for the entire month. And we saw nearly half an inch in some spots throughout LA County, getting about half an inch of rain already. So that's nearly a month's worth in just 24 hours. And now we're expecting 3 to 5 inches by the time we end on Sunday. So I do want to talk more about what we, again, saw yesterday. Quite a bit of rainfall, but it was on and off a little bit. But the preps were there. A lot of folks were staying off of the roads, paying attention to the forecast. And of course, we also did have a couple of those evacuation warnings in the most vulnerable areas, especially spots near burn scars from the fires that we saw here in January. Still reeling from the devastation there. And now we have even more difficult obstacles to go through, since we are going to be watching out for more of that intense rainfall within the coming hours. So the reason that we end up seeing these burn scars becoming a major problem when we get a little bit of rain is because the soil, it just can't absorb any more of that water. On top of this as well, the vegetation is burned, so it can't stop any of the water from flowing downhill. So that's where we can end up seeing those debris flows, mudslides, and of course that flash flooding, which we do have a level 3 out of 4 flash flood threat for today in this area that we're at. And multiple parts of Southern California are on high alert. This also includes parts of San Diego, which could end up seeing 2 to 3 inches of rain. Now, a little bit more of perspective, usually from the months November through January, we see close to maybe 6 inches of rain throughout the entirety of the winter months. And again, we're going to see close to 3 to 5 inches falling in just a matter of days. So even though that may not seem like a ton of rain for some folks that may be watching throughout the entire country, that is a lot for California, especially with the topography and the the steep hills that this area has. It's beautiful, but it also can be incredibly dangerous when we get a ton of rain at this time. So talking about the forecast within the coming hours, those rain rates are really going to start to pick up. I mean, we're talking an inch of rain within an hour or so. So we have that low pressure system, the upper level low that's just off the coast. That's going to be intensifying. Also, that instability also going to be increasing. So that severe weather threat is also going to be imminent. We could see some strong storms rolling on in, and that's where the heaviest rain will be. So that's going to be in the next few hours for us. So on top of this, we could also be dealing with some gustier winds in the next few hours, as well as the possibility for a spin-up tornado. But again, the main threat is going to be with the rainfall, you guys. And again, as of right now, we haven't had those reports of or besides this one here, of those landslides coming on in, or more of the debris flows that we've been talking about. We haven't gotten reports of that yet, but we are expecting to see that within the coming hours. In the past few days, LA County has been on high alert. There have been police officers that have been knocking on individuals' doors, making sure that they are aware of what's coming, of the forecast, and letting them know individually that they need to be ready at a moment's notice to get out of that area if there are reports of flash flooding or, the rain rates really start to pick up. up. So, of course, we're going to be keeping you updated all throughout the entirety of this morning, you guys. But again, right now on the lighter side, when it comes to the rain, temperatures are in the low 60s, but our dew points are also in the 60s. So we have a little bit of that humidity to work with once that system starts to roll on through. So that instability going to be on the higher end. So those stronger systems still going to be possible as we move throughout the day, you guys.
Yeah, great report there, Bayne. LA typically sees, to put this all into context, LA typically sees about 3/4 of an inch of rain in the entire month of November. And we're talking 2, 3, much more than that here in just a matter of a couple days.
Right.
We'll keep checking back in with you as the show goes on. Thanks again.